How you doing today, Alexa?
I'm doing good.
Good. I heard there was an accident on the road, a bit of traffic. Did that involve you at all?
Yeah, idiot drivers.
Okay.
Honestly, sometimes people just, they just slow everything down. That's why I'm late. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
People just need to learn how to drive.
Okay. I can definitely understand how you feel, Alexa. Remember last week when we practiced grounding techniques such as breathing? Remember, you can't control the traffic, and that's really why it's important to ground yourself. So you can just be in the moment and just try to remember to relax. Putting that aside, however, let's discuss how your anger management group went last week.
Well, it's actually going pretty good, you know?
Great.
It's my third time going, okay? And I definitely felt like I'm opening up with each week that I go, more and more. And surprisingly, I've met several women that I've been able to easily relate to, which is great.
Okay, well, that's such fantastic news. I really am proud of you for sticking it out this far. It really shows great resilience, and I know you weren't a fan of the intervention strategy I had planned for you here, the idea of going to the meetings. But I'm really glad you come around to it, as it seems like it's beginning to work out for you.
Yeah, going there and talking to these women, and plus meeting with you on a regular basis, the whole idea that I keep hearing is the concept of a SMART goal. I've realized that this week's goals that I've been making for myself, they weren't working because they didn't follow the SMART outline.
Okay.
And after examining goals that I made for myself in the past and, going through the anger management and meeting with you and setting these goals, ones that I want for myself right now, I definitely see that they're much more achievable and realistic for me to accomplish.
Okay, well, I'm very glad that we were able to resolve that problem that you were facing. And what I do mean by that is setting these SMART goals, keeping them future-based. We had talked before about the past is the past, but really we're going to focus on the future, and your goals then have to really focus on the future. So how are you keeping then with your feelings of anger when you're at home with your family?
Well, I would say 4 weeks ago when, I first started coming, I was just angry about everything. I wake up in the morning, angry. Coffee wasn't made, angry. My kids decided to leave their toys out and I tripped over them, just completely angry. And it was like instant. As soon as my eyes opened up in the morning, I just felt like this rush of anger coming over me. But after going to these meetings, these anger management meetings in particularly, they taught me a couple of simple techniques, I think grounding techniques, right?
Yeah, grounding.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, at first I thought they were kind of stupid, and I was like, really, I have to take the time to do this? But now I'm able to see their value, when I take them and I apply them to certain situations.
I know some things can seem a little childish, but they really do work, and I'm glad you are seeing that that they do have a value for yourself. Did you want to tell me about one of the techniques, and maybe if you're okay with it, give me an example of how you used one of these grounding techniques?
Okay.
Great.
So I guess the one technique that I really like using is counting backwards from 10 to 1. Okay. Because I find like that time, it just kind of clears your mind, right? You're just focused on the numbers. So I guess an example would be, recently I was in the grocery store with my son Johnny.
Okay.
And, I had everything, and we were in the checkout, and there was just one man in front of us. He was already getting his stuff through, and Johnny, just wait here. I forgot something. I'll be literally back in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, see, I was just kind of disappointed in myself. But, I went and got the milk that I had to get, and I quickly rushed back. And by the time I got back, some woman had jumped right in front of my son and was laying her stuff out on the checkout counter.
Okay.
So, immediately I kind of just squeezed right by my son, and I looked at her, and I just felt tapping, on my jacket. And that was Johnny. He was looking up at me, and I could just tell, by his eyes, like, Mom, you're going to embarrass me, or Mom, not here, don't do this right now. because he's seen it before.
So that was a pattern from the past.
Yes.
That maybe we were going to try to change.
Yeah.
Great.
Exactly. So, instead of just barging right in front of this woman and pushing her stuff off like I would probably have done in the past, I started counting, 10, 9,
Great.
8, and slowly I just felt like this calmness come over me. And by the time I got to 1, I was like, you know what, if she really has to go in front of me, she could be in a rush, but what's that extra 30 seconds going to take out of my day?
Right, great.
So driving home, I was thinking about it, and I was proud of myself.
Good, as you should have been.
Yeah, really happy. And then I kind of reflected upon my past and my past behaviors, and I saw that those patterns, those unproductive patterns, they just lead to failure, and I was basically just getting nowhere.
Right, wow, really, hearing you say this makes me feel so good, and I really, as you said, you really should feel so proud of yourself. I mean, I know it's been such a relatively short period of time that we've been working together, and these patterns that you've used with regards to getting angry easily, well, they seem to be subsiding now due to these techniques that you're learning here and at the anger management group. These collaborative group meetings, I know at first you were resistant, but I really feel you're allowed to express yourself more now in a positive way, not so much the negative way. And understand it's okay to feel angry. It's just about how you properly express your anger without harming others, like your son as such. Tell me, Alexa, now that you have made this great progress with your anger, how do you see yourself 1 year from now?
Well, if I envision myself a year from now, I see myself having a much better relationship with my husband and my children. I don't want anyone to be afraid of me anymore.
Good.
And just not getting angry over minimal things. And I definitely would like to maintain going to the anger management sessions, maybe just not weekly, but just on a monthly basis.
Okay.
And then I guess most importantly, I just be less fearful of intimacy with my family.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Those are great SMART goals that you've set up for yourself, and I'm definitely going to be here to help you through these goals. Time is coming to an end right now, but I would like you to feel free to give me any feedback on today's sessions, any sessions we've had, anything you want to let me know I can improve on to help you.
Okay. Well, today went great.
Okay.
I think it's a big step for me to be able to be sharing, past stories, because I was always ashamed and that kind of thing. I like our strategy, the intervention strategy that we've used.
Great.
I definitely feel meeting with you one-on-one and then going to the anger management sessions, that definitely works for me.
Okay.
And actually, I was thinking, if you'd like to come with me to one of the anger management sessions.
Okay.
Because it's something that you've been a part of with me, and I think I'd like for you to come with me.
Yeah, of course, that would be an honor. I would love to come with you and support you through that hour. Yeah, definitely just call me later on and let me know the time and the date, and I'll definitely be there.
Great.
Okay, great. Thanks
Great.
so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
See you later.
Bye.